anything else.
All right, please welcome Iowa State to the media room. With us today is Coach TJ Otzelberger, Taman Lipsey, and Milan Momcilovic. Coach, talk about your 3 days here. What did you like about your team?
Well, I think we grew up a lot in those 3 days. Throughout the season, you have to handle adversity. You have to handle success, and we were fortunate here from that perspective to have to fight through both. So proud of our guys. Feel like we really came together as a group, and we learned a lot about ourselves, and it'll help us moving forward. So it's been a great experience.
Please raise your hand for the mic for Taman or Milan.
For both players, just kind of build on what Coach just said. What do you think you learned about yourselves over these past 3 days of high-level competition?
Yeah, I'd say it's just a great test for us to come together and play these great teams at this great event. Obviously, there's going to be ups and downs in many games, like we saw playing those 3 games here. So just coming together as a team, just learning about each other. We haven't played very many games together yet, so just learning, getting better, improving, and having fun most importantly.
We still have a lot of room to get better. I think today we scored 99 points, so our offense is getting better. But we still got to clean some things up on the offense and defense end, but we're going to be really good.
Right here, Milan, for you. Was this the expected way that you thought it might play out for you personally? Obviously, you had a really good game. Team did as well, but what did you see in the scouting report? And then I'm just curious, 3 games in 3 days, first tip of the day. Were you surprised by your level of energy? Did you feel like maybe it was catching up with Colorado a little bit? They obviously had 2 extremely tough opponents. I'm just kind of wondering how you'd recap the past 2 hours.
Yeah, I think, first of all, Colorado, great team. On the defensive side, they're more gap-heavy. So the guards, Tim and Key, Kurt, they just drove downhill and then kicked it out to me when I was wide open. So give credit to all the guards. And, I mean, you never know what to expect on the 3rd day early in the morning. So just go out, whatever the energy is, and play hard.
Anything else for the guys?
This is me for Taman. 3 games, 3 days. You could have been 1-2. Instead, you go home 2-1. And I believe Marquette's your next opponent in about a week. So getting to carry this feeling of winning more games than not here and getting this victory, how satisfying is that for this group versus what the alternative could have been?
Yeah, obviously the goal here is to win it all and go 3-0. Came up a little bit short, but 2-1 with this great field of great teams. Nothing to be sad about. So obviously learned about ourselves, each other. So going into some good time to get some rest, heading back into Marquette. So looking forward to that game and preparing and getting healthy.
All right, thanks. Taman and Milan, we'll let you go back with your team. Any questions for Coach?
Coach, it was clear out yesterday Malone had a really good game. You pretty much neutralized him on the glass in the game. What did you do to kind of take him out of the game?
Well, we're fortunate. Our 2 frontline guys, Deshaun and Brant, play extremely hard. I think they made his catches tough. We brought the double early offensively, which I think, again, we have a lot of confidence in our ability to double team and try to disrupt. And then you've got to be aware of him on the glass. I mean, he's a very efficient player, somebody he's very smart and cerebral. So it's a team effort when you're going to stop a great player.
Coach, kind of along those lines, you shut down Malone, but it was a quick turnaround. What did you see out of CU as you prepared for this that you wanted to take away today?
Well, I have so much respect for Coach Boyle. He's somebody I've looked up to for a number of years and how he runs his program. And so we knew coming in that they would be a team that was very well prepared and that, his teams move the basketball, they play the right way. And we just felt like for us, we had to get out in transition. We know they really go the offensive boards and felt like when we got a rebound, get out and go. And, we're fortunate to be able to attack the paint, get to the rim, and get enough shots. But, we play those guys again in open league play, and we know that they're going to continue to get better. You know, there's a lot of new players on the roster, and like I said, we have so much respect for how they do things, so we know it's going to be a totally different game when we see them in a few months.
TJ, today you tied a program best against a power conference opponent. You had 99 against DePaul in a previous season there. Right now it's early, and you had some easier opponents, but your offense is clearly outrating any previous one that you had at Iowa State. How do you account for that, and what changes have you been able to institute to really adjust your efficiency on that end through the first 15% of the season?
Well, it starts with, the four guards that return for us with Milan, Taman, Keyshawn, and Kurt. Those guys are all a year older. They've had the experiences. They bring tremendous leadership every single day. So I think their confidence has grown over, from last season. Certainly you've seen with Keyshawn here, the maturity and the step that he's taken. But I think with all four of those guys, they've stepped up. Our front court players, Jefferson, Jackson, those guys have good hands. They're skilled. I think we've got more presence to be able to score it in the post. Guys that can help facilitate offense. So, we have a team that it's really difficult to prepare for because we're going to end up with, 5, 6 guys in double figures that any night one of them could be the guy. So I think we're trying to play more in transition. We're trying to play with more pace. And we're really trying to force the ball to the paint and get to the foul line, and our guys did a good job of that here.
All right. Anything else for Coach? Thanks, Coach. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.